Hey everyone, my name is Peter Mullenbach with Good Place Pacific and Windermere Real Estate. Here in Seattle, we're very fortunate to be surrounded by several unique neighborhoods, all with their own personality and style. My goal, through video interview with local business owners in these neighborhoods, is to help introduce you to some of that character that you can expect in and around our city. The Pacific Northwest is an epicenter of outdoor activity, including snowboarding, skiing, mountain biking, and hiking, among others. If you partake in any of these activities, it's likely you're aware of Evo, known to those outside of Seattle primarily as an online retailer. However, if you live in Seattle or near Seattle, you may know Evo, or at least initially heard of Evo, as a community gathering space. Evo opened its first brick-and-mortar storefront in 2005, and since then has gone on to open locations in Portland, Denver, and recently Whistler. Founder Bryce Phillips will tell you Evo's business is not selling equipment, rather to provide a space for community gathering and philanthropic efforts. We're here today to talk with Bryce and learn more about Evo and why he chose Fremont as its headquarters.
My name is Bryce Phillips. I'm the founder and CEO of Evo. We're here at the Fremont Collective at our Evo store in Seattle. I was selling kind of used skis and snowboards out of my garage starting in the kind of late 90s, living in Whistler, living between Seattle and Whistler. I'd bring the gear down into the States, sell it on eBay, sides of roads, kind of wherever I could. And it's pretty funny because today, like, we'll have customers come in that literally bought skis out of the garage, you know, almost like 20 years ago. On 36th Street, right as it turns to Leary into Ballard from Fremont. And that was the original store. We opened that in '05, and really the idea there was, you know, create a center for the community, people that share these passions, bring them together over events. So many people that actually became customers didn't come to shop; they came because of an event. Right. And so we, you know, had this big open warehouse with big, you know, it turned into a music venue, art gallery, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was during a early chapter in our lives, and in the business, and so it really kind of coincided this kind of a lot of enthusiasm, excitement around kind of all these things that we share a passion for. Yeah. With Evo in our stores, we were looking to kind of blur the lines, and blur the lines meaning it wasn't just about, you know, selling stuff. It was about bringing people together, and there's all different ways in which we do that, and have done that over the years. And you know, events have been really big from the start, and we've always dedicated space to art. We've always had it a very flexible space so that we can clear the floor and have big events. So whatever that event may be, definitely kind of layering in kind of a philanthropic bent to it so we can really help organizations that we get behind. In addition to that, now the space that we're in right now, like, we have Evo as a store where we blur lines within our four walls, but even more broadly, you know, restaurants, and then I think really worth calling out is Altogether Skate Park. Again, the park has been this just amazing place where people can come together of all abilities, I think the thing about skate is that it's much more accessible from an economic perspective, so we get a wide range of people that can be there and really kind of have a great time. And that environment that we've looked to create with Altogether Skate directly beneath the store is kind of emblematic of everything, you know, of the brand in so many ways, because it's really it kind of really hits that mark when it comes to bringing people together. This is a really kind of interesting and unique area of town and intersection, really. You have this amazing kind of blend of transportation that all hits right here. The Burt Gilman, one of the, you know, best kind of, I think, a highlight of the city, taking you from, you know, the western tip of Ballard all the way up and around Lake Washington, kind of threads kind of all these neighborhoods together. That's that is just south of us here. Then we have the lake, so you have people in boats, all different types, you know, right here at Lake Union, Kenmore Air flying over the top, I-5, 99, really like so much intersects right here at this spot, and in fact right at this intersection. The other thing too that's really unique about the neighborhood is that it's become this active hub, and I think largely as a result of the fact that, again, the Burke-Gilman's here, but you have Brooks, you have Mir, obviously Evo, there's a bunch of great bike shops, running shops, they're all really kind of circulating around this little area, and it kind of didn't happen by design, it kind of happened as a result of just what it is, and really it's created a kind of a distinct feel kind of within these blocks.
What's another great place in Fremont for you to go and maybe get a bite to eat?
One of my personal favorites is Revel, and the other Jewel's here actually in the Fremont Collective. Revel is at 36th and Finney. It is just kind of, again, so similar to what we look to create, but the medium in the business being food. So it's Korean street food owned by Rachel Yang and Safe Church. You're amazing people. And yeah, there's just energy there. The music, the food, the kind of ambiance. It's not quiet and stuffy, but it's not overly loud and rambunctious. It's just like a really good kind of happy medium, and also with a really big emphasis on art as well. These neighborhoods are very much a blend of old and new. So we have homes that are built in the kind of early 1900s, which is more kind of craftsman style and classic and beautiful and timeless. And then there are also kind of modern homes that have been built more recently. So I think there's appreciation for the wide range of architecture, and certainly kind of range in size as well. We have a lot of multifamily, so smaller units and larger apartment buildings, but then we also have a mix of and a wide range of kind of single family homes. About 2 years ago, we moved to Green Lake, just north of us, just not more than a mile north. We have 2 little boys, and I think we, for living here for a long, long time, we kind of took for granted. We liked Green Lake, but to be there has been incredible. We pretty much, use the lake in one way or another every single day with our kids, whether it be going to the park or walking around the lake with my wife and I and the kids, outside playing soccer. And the thing I love about that park is that it is that everybody place. Like, everybody is there participating in something, so the wide range of activity, the fact that it's public, and so everybody can be there, that is really special. I think the other thing too is that being in the city, you want that really quick release valve. You want a place you can just be outside, and to have that right there has been really special for our entire family. Yeah, I was going to say, I assume when you're asking, you had a couple flashbacks to early events. They're a little bit loose, sometimes, but really, a little bit. Yeah, no, there's some pretty legendary stories. But, anywhere from, 30 people at an intimate gallery event, just kind of checking out some cool, local art, to just massive 1,500 person, ragers. Pretty much everything in between.